starters.
Yeah, it's okay.
Before we announce the lineups for tonight's game, I'd like to take a minute to make a presentation to one of our graduates of the class of 2009, Khalif Wyatt. We have a plaque in recognition of Khalif Wyatt, 09, 1,183 career points, Norristown Area High School boys basketball, 2006-2009, presented by the Norristown Area High School Athletic Department. Khalif is now on a basketball scholarship at Temple University. We wish him well with the Owls, and we also have his league championship medal to give him tonight.
See the name of the team, by the way?
Congratulations, Khalif. Welcome home for our first game of the year. At this time, I would like to introduce our starting lineup for both teams. Our guests on the scoreboard, of course, will be mathematics, civics, and science. And I would like to introduce them.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to NASD TV Sports. We have opening day here at Norristown Area High School, where, of course, the Norristown Eagles have established themselves as a powerhouse in the Suburban League and in the state. Of course, making it to the state final game 2 years ago and winning their district last year before being ousted in the state bracket by Plymouth White Marsh. So obviously, with the success the Eagles have had over the past 2 years, a lot of anticipation for this season.
Without question, let's see if they can repeat or come close to what they did last year, which was certainly an incredible run.
I'm Mark Hodinsky, joined here by Jared Elias. This year we'll be bringing you Norristown basketball all year long here on NASD TV. And of course, we mentioned all the great success we've had over the past couple of years. Khalif Wyatt was just honored moments ago. You may have caught a little bit of that. And of course, it's going to be all about the Eagles this year, being able to replace about 20 points a game that they lost with Khalif Wyatt, who has moved on to play college ball at Temple. And we're gonna see how the Eagles can replace that scoring. They also lost Lorenzo Christmas, their second leading scorer. And it'll be really interesting to see how they can replace that scoring, because a lot of these guys that we're gonna see tonight are kind of unproven in terms of their career. So
without a question, and points are hard to make up for, but as far as the team effort, maybe teamwork and the way the system works, they may be able to make up for that in other areas. We shall see, and I look forward to it.
yeah, that's the thing, because a lot of people are doubting the Eagles because, oh, they lost Khalif Wyatt. What are they going to do without Khalif Wyatt? But I think one thing that people overlook is just Mike Evans and his coaching staff and the up-tempo, athletic type of ball they play. So that's one of the most important things. It's not necessarily one guy or you know, the stats that one guy puts up. It's all about the system and the coaches. Now, don't get me wrong, Khalif Wyatt's a huge loss, but at the same time, you know, the way this team's going to run itself and the coaches and all, it's still in place.
Certainly, and you do need to fill it up. Scoring points is important, and the team with the most points at the end of the game wins. However, those things such as intangibles are huge. The hustle, the determination, playing focus for 4 quarters. Those could be things that carry a team through it, and their momentum and their hustle and their hard work can make up for it. A little passion can go a long, long way.
Well, the starters for the Eagles were just announced, and we didn't really know what to expect with all these relatively new faces, or some of these guys were on varsity in past years, but not necessarily such a big role. The starting 5 for the Eagles: Sheldon Mayer, number 1, Chris Davis, number 10, Jaquil Hargrove, number 12, Rasheed McCray, number 15, and Alan Yates, number 33. Alan Yates is a huge key to me because he's one of the few players on this team with size. He's about 6'5", and you know, a couple of years ago we had 2 big centers, Maurice Briggs and Quentin Watson, but it's gonna be tough because it'll be all about Alan Yates down low and what he can do on the boards and inside.
And that's certainly, to your point earlier, he does lack some of the experience that does help teams win. But we'll see how it goes, and we're about ready for the opening tip-off of the season.
The starting 5 for the math, civics, and sciences mighty elephants: Nigel Caldwell, Tyreek Riddick, Thomas Moore, Andre Thomas, and Khmer Gridich. So we are indeed just about ready to get the 09-10 season underway. And the tip is batted by Alan Yates right into the hands of Kwamir Gridich, the point guard for the Elephants.
And the Eagles start off man-to-man.
Gridich passing inside, and it's intercepted by Jaquil Hargrove, and he dishes off to Sheldon Mayer.
Good start for the Eagles.
Here's Marinello going to set it up. Quite an experienced player. He's been on varsity since his freshman year and has started since his sophomore year.
Sheldon coming off a terrific football season for the
That's right,
Eagles.
rushed for over 1,400 yards as Chris Davis misses the jumper. The rebound comes down to Kwamir Gridich. Long pass ahead, it's broken up, but the Elephants will keep it.
They will. Elephants will inbound under their own basket here. See if they come with a set play.
They inbounded all the way out to Gridich, and now it's back in the hands of Gridich. Pass it over to Tyreek Riddick, will take the long jumper, and it's good. And the first points of the game put up on a 3 by the Elephants. But now here comes the Eagles off of a made basket, running in transition, and that's what they do. They run at any opportunity they get right there off of a made basket. Chris Davis in transition.
Great hustle by Chris Davis. Get down the floor quickly before the other team can set up to defend.
It's really hard to run transition offense off of a made field goal, but did it right there. Here's Moore now, dishing it off to Gridich. Takes the 3. It's off the mark. Rebound batted around and taken by Hargrove. Hargrove loses it though. This one is up and no good from Tyreek Riddick. Pulled down by Gridich. Tries to go back up, but he's stripped. No foul call. Here comes Hargrove. And they call a dribble violation, some kind of a carry. And that's a turnover. Unfortunate because they had numbers.
They sure did, and he was, that would have been an easy 2 points there. That's a judgment call, I guess, that high in a dribble. They're just going to call a carry there.
That's tough. So the Elephants inbound it to Gridich. He's been the majority of the offense so far for the Elephants. And it's picked off by Davis. A 2-on-1 for the Eagles. The pass to McCray, puts it up, puts it in, and the Eagles have the 4-3 lead here early. Here comes Moore, though. The math, civics, and science is kind of like the Eagles in that they like to run, but this one's intercepted by Chris Davis. So we got two really athletic teams. They like to run in transition, and that should make for quite an entertaining game up and down.
Without question, we are off to a fiery start. Chris Davis with his second steal so far today.
Hargrove having a hard time inbounding it, but finally does get it to Mayer. Now back to Hargrove. Some high pressure defense by math, civics, and sciences.
They went full court, folded back down to their conventional defense here. The three-pointer.
Mayer with the 3, and he drills it. Sheldon Mayer in past years has been so much of a true point guard, a pass-first guy. Don't take any bad shots, don't turn the ball over. But perhaps this year he might have a little bit of a bigger role, trying to pick up some of that scoring slack that we talked about earlier. That one's dished over to Nigel Caldwell, who gets his first bucket of the game, and it's 7-4 Eagles.
Math Science again comes out with that full court press.
Hargrove nearly lost it, but gets it to Davis. Davis missed the layup. Yates fights for the rebound, can't come up with it. Hargrove, it's still loose, and Hargrove finally gets it. Here's McCray now, being guarded by Caldwell. And gets it back to Mayer, who will set it up.
The Eagles slow down a little bit here, try to set up the offense. It's been a frantic pace here for the first
Sure has.
near 3 minutes of play.
Here's Davis now, kicking it out to Mayer, takes another 3. That one's well short, an air ball. And here comes math, civics, and sciences.
Nothing wrong with the opportunity there. You make one, you might as well keep shooting, and
Sure,
it just
sure.
didn't work out for him that time.
Here's Riddick, and that comes right into the hands of Rasheed McCray. Wasn't even expecting it. Davis, beautiful pass to Jaquil Hargrove. And how about Chris Davis off to a tremendous start?
Chris Davis looks like he's got 6 hands today. Batting balls away, stealing some,
Man.
definitely contributing to the offense. Impressive.
Now lets Gridich by him on D, makes the pass over to Thomas. That one's out of bounds. It's going to go to the Eagles.
So far, it's suffocating the Norristown Eagles defense. They're at every loose ball. They're at every defender's back, and they certainly are picking up a couple steals and making those turnovers.
And that's what I feel like they're all about, is that high-pressure, in-your-face kind of defense, that full-court press often. And they're going to try to get some steals and try and create some transition opportunities off of it.
I concur. It's difficult to get into game action against the full court press. You can practice against it all day. It's just not the same as actual game speed.
So Chris Davis, we mentioned, with all those steals, also has 3 assists. And boy, he's looked really sharp. Chris Davis, to me, last year, took a lot of threes in the playing time that he got. Took a lot of long jumpers, but this year it looks like he's driving to the basket more. He's creating for his teammates. And of course, it's really early, but I just love the way he's playing right now.
Davis, a senior, really looking forward to this season and making an impact.
Here's Mayer again, the point guard. Gets it out to Davis. There's the 3 ball, and it's off. But it's put back up and just short by Hargrove. Yates, though, it's blocked. Thomas on the block. And a traveling violation as soon as Math, Civics, and Sciences gets the ball. That's Tyreek Riddick turning it over.
More pressure by the Eagles. As soon as the Math and Science player was able to turn around, there was a Norristown player, and you certainly have to hit the ball to the hardwood before you advance, and he did not do that there. Another turnover goes to Norristown.
They inbound it to Hargrove. The defender gambled, so Hargrove has a free lean to the basket, and he takes full advantage of it.
Strong drive by Jaquil Hargrove, and he took, like you said, full advantage of it. Norristown is leading by 6, and there's 3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter.
Gredic kicking it out. Now back to Gredic. And now once again back to Riddick as they pass it around. Nice inside pass for Thomas, and he puts it up and in inside the paint.
Strong move for Andre Thomas. He's a forward, he's a senior, he's 6'6".
Risky pass, but McCray brings it down. Here's Davis, thought about the 3, gets himself a better, shorter 2. It's no good. Rebound Hargrove, swatted away by Caldwell. Up in the air and hauled in by Riddick. Here comes Math, Civics, and Sciences. Riddick puts it up, misses it. The frantic pace continues. They try to hit it off out of bounds off the Eagles, but the Eagles come away with it. Davis to Mayer, goes up. Tried to draw the foul, could not. Davis puts it back, it's not even close, and it's out of bounds, staying with the Eagles. Man, what a frantic pace, like you said.
Certainly. Norristown, a lot of close opportunity there. Some they're just trying to throw back up instead of coming back to the floor and make the layups. That's several missed layups in a row, and the lead could be greater.
McCray to Davis in the corner. Now back to Mayer up top. Here's McCray, a junior. He tries to dribble inside, falls down, and gets it back out to Mayer.
Or tripped.
Yeah, their whistles have been very quiet so far in this game, I feel.
They sure have.
That's all right, though. Let him play a little bit, I guess. Davis thought about a 3, now drives. Has it swatted away by Thomas. Boy, he can defend that interior.
He sure
Already
can.
With a couple of blocks.
That's 3 blocks in the past 20 seconds there for this visiting team from Philadelphia.
Man, Andre Thomas. Now it's Hargrove. He's got a ton of quickness and a ton of speed. Drives by his man, puts it up, doesn't get it, but he's gonna go to the line.
Great job of going to the left hand there by Jaquil Hargrove. All too often at this level of sports, really soccer, basketball, you name it, the young men have a hard time, young ladies as well, have a hard time using their non-dominant hand. Jaquil Hargrove went hard to his left there to draw what is, I believe, the first foul of the game.
Indeed.
And we're about 5.5 minutes in.
Hargrove misses the free throw. And Hargrove, I feel like also last year often settled for the jumper instead of driving and using that athleticism. But right there you saw him driving and making good things happen. And I think it's great as he hits the second one, splits the free throws, and it's 12-7 Eagles.
5-point lead for Norristown, and there is 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Lots of contact. Thomas puts it up and in. Andre Thomas last year averaged 8 points a game. Of the players that are still on this Math, Civics, and Sciences team from last year, he's the only one who made a substantial contribution last year. Yates misses the layup. McCray puts it back up and in now. Rashid McCray.
Getting quickly back up the floor, Math and Sciences. Gentlemen are going to be tired here shortly. We'll be seeing some subs, I could imagine.
Inside Thomas with the jumper. Doesn't get it to go, but the rebound is put up and in by Womack.
It seems like the pace is taking hold here. Just a poor job of boxing out and being in the right position by the Eagles there defensively that time for the easy bucket.
And they throw it away.
Yep, and it continues as they throw it away. A little bit too fired up. Certainly need to calm it down a little bit.
And it's looking like the size advantage inside has been a key for Math, Civics, and Sciences so far with guys like Andre Thomas and Alan Womack.
Without question, both sides of the floor, as we've seen with the blocks on the defensive third and the offensive rebound and the easy layup putbacks on the offensive side.
So it'll be Thomas Moore bringing it up. Covered by McCray. Nice deflection by Davis, and it creates the steal for Alan Yates.
Another steal.
Davis, scoop layup, good. Chris Davis getting to the basket, very, very active on defense. Boy, what a first quarter of the season for him.
I know Chris has been looking forward to this for quite some time, and you could tell his passion, his exuberance is showing, and he finishes there strong with the layup.
They call a foul there. I believe that'll be on Hargrove. It's 16-11 Eagles here in the early going. Hargrove already with 5 points. He leads everybody. Andre Thomas, though, has been impressive with those 3 blocks and 4 points for Math, Civics, and Sciences. That's a long 3 missed by Thomas Moore. And here comes the Eagles with Mayer to get ahead to McCray. McCray dishes it out for Davis, takes the 3, drills it. Chris Davis for 3.
So far, it looks like the Chris Davis show. I'm impressed.
Sure has. Here's Thomas Moore. Yates trying to take the charge. Oh, man, Alan Yates block a shot.
Can't give up the easy layups every time down the floor. Need to make it a little bit tougher.
Here's McCray getting it to Davis, driving, lost it. And it's picked up by Andre Thomas. High pressure, active hands by Hargrove, but Moore gets by him. Feeds it to Caldwell. What a pretty feed and a pretty finish by Caldwell. And it is a 4-point game in favor of the Eagles. Mayer pulls up, misses it. It's brought down by Thomas. The high-paced basketball continuing, but now 7 seconds left in the quarter.
Sorry.
Davis with the steal, but they call a reach-in foul.
I did a little roar there with the fans. Hey, if they call a foul, it's a foul. Unlucky. Not a bad foul there with 5 seconds left. Make Math and Science set it up again, and they certainly have the fouls to give here without being in a penalty.
Well, we got great fan support here for the first game of the year. These fans obviously excited for Norristown basketball, and why not? I mean, with all the success over the past 2 years, this has been very highly anticipated, and the bleachers are pretty full.
Looks like the Math and Science coach a little rowdy and fired up, which is expected for the first game of the season. Referee give him a quick talking to say, calm it down, big man, calm it down.
That's Dan Jackson for the mighty Elephants of Math, Civics, and Sciences. That one's blocked away by McCray. Yates at the buzzer from well beyond half court. But the Eagles will have to be satisfied with their 19-15 first quarter lead. Well, the Eagles have seen some real good things, but they've seen also some bad things.
A first look at the Norristown High School cheerleaders. A good first quarter there by the Eagles. A frenetic pace for sure. They do have the lead by 4, but the away team here, the Math and Science squad, certainly had must have been 5 or 6 layups. Just far too easy.
Davis and Hargrove have combined for 12, and I think their speed and quickness has really been key. They're getting to the basket, they're finishing, they're getting to the line. They're not settling for those outside jumpers, and they're taking them when they're there, but they're not relying on them. But at the same time, it's just a 4-point game because Math, Civics, and Sciences has dominated the inside so much.
Good point. You got to be assertive in the game. You got to take the ball where you want it to go and let the defense defend you. If their defense tells you how to play, most likely they're going to take control of the game. But so far, those 2 gentlemen are excited. Looks like they're excited to be out here, excited to play, and their impact is being felt. Number 4, Tyrese White is checking in, and I believe that is for number 15, Rashid McCrary.